Good morning to everyone. First of all, let us talk about importance of a quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. So when we talk about quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, this one is the skill set nowadays wherever we go we should carry along with us. Okay, now first of all we are talking about the reason behind of that quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. When I talk about so-called BTech graduator and so-called MTech graduator and so-called MCA graduator or so-called any kind of graduates into the nature, they want to get employability for that certain kind of organizations, even including government sectors also. Definitely they have to clear written examination, and even in that written examination also most of the companies and total industry is not going to look about our academics. Whatever subjects we have cleared in that 4 years of a graduation, that subjects they are not going to look about into the examination. Just they want to decide about our intellectuality into the examination. This is what first funder of a industry in the sense the organizations, those who are ready to provide employability for us. And coming to the next funder, when we talk about so-called IT companies, they are supposed to identify the analytical ability of a person. Analytical ability of a person means they are supposed to talk about understanding ability of a candidate. Understanding ability of a candidate means that one is the complete game for the brain. That one is the complete game for the brain, that is not at all game for the fingers. The most important factor from the quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning and even analytical reasoning also, they are supposed to identify the understanding skill set of a person. They are supposed to identify the understanding skill set of a person, how much effectively that person is able to resolve any kind of a problematic situation, like when we enter into the company. That is what, before they are going to identify by conducting of a quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning into their entire pattern. The first two level of requirement is written examination. In that written examination, they are looking about quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. The reason behind of this one is they are supposed to identify the intellectuality of a candidate and logical or analytic thinking of a candidate. Now, we need to talk about methodology which we have to follow to get a success in terms of quantitative aptitude. Everybody knows the people those who are coming from that engineering background, the people those who are coming from the technical background, that people all are from that mathematical background. Yes, they do understand. Already we got 8 cent out of 100 percentage of a marks in that mathematics. Still, why do we attend for this particular examination? In the sense, now this is what proof for the companies how much effectively we are supposed to face any kind of difficulty into the company in terms of a question which is there in that quantitative aptitude. Quantitative aptitude is going to decide about time management of a person. Yes, absolutely. Next one, accuracy in terms of a calculation. And next one, the strategical thinking process of a person. These all are the skills which are identified by the written examination, that too quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. The people those who are good enough in that quantitative aptitude, yes, they can able to build up their career like anything into the industries, and that kind of effort should be the most important revenue generation for that companies also. With that efforts also, that people are ready to get it certain kind of clarities regarding to the intellectual and analytical power of a candidates. Analytical power is the most important factor really which we have to come across from the students. Why? Because the people those who are good enough in that understanding process, yes, definitely they can able to build build up any kind of technology at any point of time into the organization. So that is what only companies are going to decide by conducting of the quantitative aptitude. Now we do understand the requirements of a company. We do understand the importance of a quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning into the n number of examinations aspirants or n number of events. We should know the methodology, what exactly we have to follow to get a success into the quantitative aptitude. So to get a most important success or most important factor in terms of success for that quantitative aptitude, we have to be analyze or understand the requirements of industry. Yes, as of now we have to understand. Now the understanding process of requirements or else the need of a quantitative aptitude, whatever we do understand, based on that need only we have to start our process, especially in terms of execution. In terms of execution means, yes, execution. So requirement of the company, methodology of a student. Requirement of a company is looking about understanding process of the student, and methodology need to be performed by the student is also looking about understanding process or analytical process while simplifying the question. That would be sufficient for the people to get a success into the quantitative aptitude. This is what the entire introduction part of a quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning.